Good afternoon once again. Namaskaram, Janardhan Mister.
Yeah.
Good afternoon to all. Hope you have enjoyed yesterday's session. The session mainly is not only just simply prescribing a medicine, but sir is specifically saying how to live an joyous life. Isn't that great? Everyone are having money, but today we see how many people are happy. Am I correct? When I say that happiness is not only one thing. Yesterday, sir has specifically spoke about the memory, about the perverted minds of the people, about the addiction, about the expectations of the people. He is very true. When someone expects more and if it is not attained, that person definitely will land up with depression. Friends, sir has spoke very nicely about memory too. He has said, what is he doing? What is the chicken king doing after that? Sir, don't we think sir has spoke very aptly about the DNA and RNA, which are connected from generation to generation. Even for setting in math, there are people who check the generation, how the previous generation, how the head of the family's attitude is, everything. Friends, I will not take much of the time as I'll be wasting your time. I would call, welcome, invite Dr. Janardhan Editor to take further of the session. So please unmute your
Yeah.
and
Yeah, good afternoon. Good evening, friends. Dr. Gayatri, thank you for your introduction again and also reviewing yesterday's proceedings. Yeah, the things you have told in nutshell. Today, I would like to start a bit about the mind. What is human mind? Manayeva Manusyanam Karanam Bandhamokshayo Bandhaya Vishayasangi Mokshe Nirvishyam Srutam. Means whenever you are getting entangled in the worldly objects, in the worldly pleasures, then you get entangled. You get bandha. You will be arrested. Whenever you free from desires, mokshe nirvishayam sprutam. Moksha means liberation. Nirvishayam, no vishaya, no desire, no longing for objects. As long as you get entangled in the world outside with the desires, you are bandha. You have been arrested. If you are free from all the desires, then you will be free from the attachment with the world outside and also with yourself. That is called moksha. So bandha means desire, moksha means desirelessness. The basic nature, what is mind? Basically, we use the word mind many a time. Oh, this is from Manusmriti. This sloka is from Manusmriti. Yeah, somebody has asked from which sloka, where from it is. Manusmriti sloka. So, mind means an incessant flow of thoughts. You have been busy with all the time with the thoughts, thinking, non-stop thinking. So, it is compared with the river. So, river will be always flowing. So, mind will be always thinking. So somebody is putting some questions. Please reserve them for later because it is obstructing my lecture. So the instant flow of thoughts is called
one second.
mind.
Doctor,
What is the, sorry.
15-minute session today. The session will be running uninterruptedly. Please pose your questions at the end of the session. Doctor.
Thank you. So the basic nature of the mind is either to dwell in the past or to go into the imagination into the future. If you live in the past means you are living with the dead. So either dead people or dead aspects of your past, which is of no use. Whenever you live in your past memories or in the dead, then it causes regret, pain, depression, grief. So always it will be painful. So most of the people, or some of the people, always they talk of the past, they live in the past, and they talk their greatness and the losses and all these things about the past. Past means it is a dead people. So past doesn't help you to be successful in your life. Moreover, past always gives you agitated state of mind. So we have got beautiful remedies for those who live in the past. One of the best drugs is Ignitia. Ignitia is one who doesn't share his or her feelings with anybody. Always bottled up emotions, highly secretive and mild, gentle, but very rigid fiber, doesn't open up. So always bottled up emotions, doesn't speak to others. So whenever there is some loss, it may be financial loss, it may be failure in the love, or it may be death of near and dear, then she gets withdrawn from the society and she goes on brooding. So grief, complaints from grief. Grief means a long standing sorrow or continuous sorrow or sorrow since many years. So some incident has happened, which for which she is very much annoyed. Then what happens? She goes on ruminating over it time and again, day, every second. So today's grief becomes double tomorrow. Then it's four times day after tomorrow because it goes on accumulating. So because she doesn't share it, if you share your sorrow, it becomes half. If you share your happiness, it becomes double. But she doesn't believe in any such things and she goes on brooding, brooding, and brooding. Then, though she is quiet, mild, but she's very quick at perception and very rapid in execution, she will be a beautiful, in the way of life. She's a very beautiful person. Her interpersonal relations are totally unassuming and she like a very, very helping nature, but she doesn't communicate orally. You must understand by her looks, actions. Whenever she suffers, her way of suffering will not be expressed. It will be known to you either by sobbing or sighing or moaning. Sobbing means this is called sobbing. Whenever you punish a child of Ignitia type, child doesn't cry outside. Child sobs even during sleep. I've seen many kids when they were punished, they go into convulsions, and when they sleep, they will be sobbing. This happens during sleep. And whenever patient comes and sits aside or besides you, then when you ask the question, what's your problem? Ignitia doesn't answer immediately. Will be looking at you, looking to the sides, doesn't open up. You should go on questioning, what's your problem? Tell me, madam, what's your problem? Then she takes a deep sigh. That means, then she starts speaking. She speaks in monosyllable. So when face doesn't have any expressions, expressionless face. So it's very difficult to understand an Ignitia, and most of the people they mistake Ignitia for Pulsatilla because they're mild, gentle. But Pulsatilla is yielding in nature. Ignitia is very quiet, unassuming, but never yields to you. Another important remedy, which is very, very rather life-saving, whenever the people they live in their past, the depression. So these are all the, whenever you are living in the past means you are depressed, you are dull, you are not happy with the people around and with the society. So these people, those who are in depression, they should be taken care immediately. Otherwise, there is one type of patient who may go for committing suicide. That is Aramet. Yes, you thought of it. Aramet has got lot of confidence. Aramet is given for the rewards as a reward and award for the distinction. The people, those who get distinction, they will be rewarded. So Aramet deserves distinction. He works very hard. He is confident. He feels that top mark in the class belongs to him, and that particular girl belongs to him. That particular job belongs to him. That particular love of a particular person belongs to him. So he is cocksure. He doesn't have any second idea about his success. But nature at times blesses you, at times curses you. Things are not in your hands. Hence, there may be a failure. He may not get distinction. He may not get the desired love to be fulfilled. So he may get hurt, and he will get hurt deeply. He feels that his life is a waste. So from one end to the other end, from North Pole to South Pole, immediately gets depressed, dull. He starts having self-condemnation. He feels is no more useful to himself in the world. Hence, he wants to commit suicide. He has got no second thought about his life because he's an utter failure in his life. That particular girl whom he wanted to marry, she said no. Then his life is waste. In India, a country like our India, having nearly 60 crores of the girls, out of which young girls may be around 20 to 30 crores. He can select some other girl if this girl says no, but he feels that entire his world belongs to that particular girl only. Entire his life belongs to that particular job, that particular business. That's why he develops self-condemnation and he resorts to commit suicide. And if you understand this and give Aramet, then you can save the life of the person. Another important drug frequently we see with the depression is sepia. The problem with the sepia is that she is very reserved. She doesn't want to help anybody, but she seeks help from others. She wants love from others. She doesn't give love to others. So whatever you want get from the market, you must invest the same thing. If you want love, you must love others. If you want kindness, be kind to others. But this lady is like a stone. She doesn't share her happiness with others. She doesn't share her finance with others. She is not a positive lady. She's a nagging, negative lady. So she easily gets hurt because she feels that people are exploiting. She feels that husband is exploiting for the sex. She feels that kid after birth is exploiting by sucking the milk from the breast. And unnecessarily she's carrying a kid in the abdomen for 9 months. So she feels it is a sort of punishment to her. This is a very dangerous trend. She doesn't have maternal instinct. Many cases of PCOD, they require sepia because she doesn't want to carry the kid in her abdomen. She feels it's an exploitation by the husband. She feels it's an exploitation by the kid. She feels that she has been exploited by the parents. She has been exploited by the husband and inmates of the house, in-laws, and everybody. That's why she gets hurt deeply and she becomes apathetic. She becomes indifferent to her own members of family. Materia Medica says she's indifferent to her own members of family. But Materia Medica doesn't say what's the reason. Because she feels exploited. Because she's negative, she's not helping, and she still expects the help and the appreciation from others. How others can appreciate you? How others can interact with you positively when you are keeping himself alone or yourself alone, herself alone? So you can't get any sort of help from the society. So this lack of maternal instinct, PCOD, due to negative mind, most of the patients suffering from PCOD, they will have late menses, irregular menses, menstruation early, or profuse, or late, and long-lasting, or scanty, whatever it is. Our face is full of hair, masculine face, rigid face, expressionless face, and acne, oily face. So to look at her, it's not pleasing face, it is a stony face. And she always wants something from others without any intention to return any sort of gifts. So it's very difficult to have interpersonal relations with a person of sepia. And this type of sepia person always will have myxedema, thyroid problems, skin problems, hair loss because of hormonal imbalance. When you are emotionally upset, when emotionally you are totally variations, there are strong variations towards negative side. Definitely you are having hormonal problems, especially in the estrogens, progesterones, and any other hormone. So this lack of balance of hormones will produce PCOD, thyroid problems, and any hormonal problem finally leading to infertility or many gynec problems like leukorrhea, prolapse of uterus, polycystic ovarian disease. So like that, when you brood over the past, there are many other drugs, but we don't have time to discuss natramur, acid fast, and other drugs. So when you live in the past, you are destined to suffer from the regret. You are destined to suffer from depression, and always you regret in the past. Then some people, those who live, who always live in the future, that is, they anticipate. They will be imagine. In the future means only the imagination. There nothing is concretized for you. Only the present is required. Past and the future, they will merge in the now. So if you stay in the now, if you stay in the present, past is the, the present has born from the past, and the present will lead to the future. Don't regret for the past, don't anticipate for the future. So if you are getting fear or hope, means you are living always in the future. So fear future. For example, corona. Corona means fear. Corona means anticipation. Corona means imagination, because the tons of theories have been poured into our minds. We have been listening. We have been, listening. We have been hearing. We have been smelling. We have been tasting everything. Corona, corona, corona. So when you think of corona all the time, means you are living in the future. Present, there is no corona with you. You have taken all care of the, corona. But your mind is hyper vigilant. Every time you want to sanitize, wash, mask. So this, your mind has been hypnotized. It is subconscious and unconscious state of mind, the corona has penetrated. So you are always thinking of the coronavirus. Morbid fear of microbes. You open your repertory. Morbid fear of microbes. Morbid fear of corona. Arsenic Alb has got top place, 4 marks. Morbid fear of microbe. So whenever you have been thinking, whenever you have been listening, whenever you are seeing, whenever you are hearing and seeing and all the time, even in the dead of the night, you get up and your mind says corona. That is the thing, especially happens with some drugs. Always they have got fear. There are many drugs in our Metro Medica, nearly 50 to 60 drugs are there. Fear, anxiety, fear, anxiety. Fear, anxiety means those people are always living in future, always imagining about the future, always anticipating about future. That will not give you success. That gives you many a disease and hormonal disturbances, hypertension, diabetes, corona, and many other viral diseases, bacterial diseases, parasite diseases. So as you think, so you become. Yad bhavam tat bhavati. You have been thinking about a particular thing. You develop susceptibility. You are wanting. You have been meditating. You have been meditating upon a particular girl. I want that girl. I want that girl. So you will visualize the girl, and you are craving for the girl. Here, similarly, it's a negative craving. So, micro, corona, 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 and corona will enter into your body. Little corona is there, here and there virus. First, you will become host. The most of the persons of Arsenicum album, they are hosts for all viral diseases, all epidemics, all pandemics. That is why we say Arsenicum album is the remedy for this corona. Many people may say many things. We are not much interested. Somebody may say some remedy according to their own understanding. We respect them, but we want to stick to our Arsenicum album. Why Arsenicum album is a remedy for any particular, virus or especially the corona? Yes, now we will discuss. In this Arsenicum album, there is a panic, fear, panic. So panic disorder, the Arsenicum album is the best remedy. So many people nowadays see in India, we are only some, say around 1 lakh people are affected and then few thousands die and people are suffering. But every moment we feel that we may be going to suffer from corona. That is called panic disorder. I have seen many doctors, many educated people, many patients, they get up in the middle of the night and they become breathless. They feel suffocated. They feel sleepless. There are many patients I'm treating that right from 11:30 to 4 o'clock, they're sleepless, they're sitting with breathlessness, anxiety, tension, fear. They run here, they run here and there, and they sleep. For them, arsenic is not the remedy. Complaints from fear, suffocating feelings, sleeplessness, disturbed sleep, opium is the drug. The opium works beautifully for those people, those who have got fear of corona, and in the night they're not getting sleep and getting up with a lot of anxiety, tension, fear, breathlessness, and they also fear they will die with the suffocation. But this Arsenicum album has got panic. And the beautiful sentence which is written in our Materia Medica is complaints from pollution of atmosphere, complaints from adulteration of food, complaints from contamination, adulteration, pollution. So food may be adulterated, water may be contaminated, weather may be polluted. Complaints from pollen, complaints from dust, complaints from anything, everything, and near suspicion, near anxiety about the things happening around. That's why Arsenicum album is obsessed. Obsession and fastidiousness, these are the two important things in Arsenicum album. Obsessed with the disease, microorganisms like corona. I may get corona, I may get corona, I may get corona, and you will get corona. Yad bhavam tad bhavati. In that obsession, he starts having all nonsense, like cleaning the things which have been cleaned, washing things which have been washed, washing the hands very often, every moment, and always changing the bed sheets, changing the rooms, cleaning the. So entire day spends in washing, cleaning, washing, and this becomes a cleaning mania, cleaning obsession, washing obsession, and gets tired, prostrated, fear of death, anxiety, restlessness, prostration. The word prostration means extremely weak, where he is unable to lift the limb, lift the eyebrow. He lies in the bed like a dead body, a cadaver. So such is the feeling, extreme weakness. In corona, what you find, fever is slight, then extreme weakness, there is a dry cough, and fear of death. See, there are many other drugs are stated in which you don't find fear of death. Unless any remedy which is given for pandemic, which has got fear of death, because pandemic means all over the world. The entire planet has got fear, morbid fear of microbes. So even if you are on satellite in this space, and when the entire planet is thinking of corona, if you were to be arsenic, even in the satellite, even on the moon, if you are alone, you are afraid of coronavirus. So you will be vigilant there. Is it not morbidity? Morbidity means where there is no reason to fear, you get fear. Now you are sitting in your own house and watching me in this web, but you always look left and right because you have got fear of snakes. Where is the possibility of coming snake into your room? It is locked up. Your room is closed, but you have got a morbid fear of snake. So similarly, morbid fear of microorganisms. So this is called morbidity, where there is no reason to happen, you are afraid of it. So one more sentence, one more word, which is stated in the Arsenicum album. In Alinsky notes, nobody pays attention is complaints from sausage poisoning. Sausage. What is sausage poisoning? Artificial flavors, chemicals, which are added to the preservative is sausage. These sausage chemicals, the chemicals which are used for the preservative are neurotoxics. Neurotoxic, they entirely affect your nervous system, especially for sausage poisoning. Preservative food causes lot of problems, not only the food which is cooked. Complaints from food poisoning, fine, but for which arsenic is a remedy. Complaints from adulterated food, which causes vomiting to few people, many people, they don't suffer because these few people are negatively vigilant about microbacteria, so these people will get vomitings. So arsenic is a different subject, very, very, very fragile, highly intelligent. And see, arsenic is such a remedy. There is no materia medica. There is no drug in our materia medica which has got such a big symptomatology. So dwelling and meditating over the disease-causing agents, fastidious. Fastidious means will not be happy by any work done by anybody around. Somebody cleans, not happy. Somebody cooks, not happy. Somebody washes, not happy. No, not good, not good. Fault finding nature. This is not fault finding nature. This is a sort of giving a punishment, always pessimistic, always puts others on sport. Eagle's eye, and nothing escapes his attention. Very perfectionist. So there are aristocratic nature. So arsenic is one who dominates all. And when arsenic enters into my clinic, I can smell his arsenic. Within seconds, I can say he's arsenic. The way he walks, the way he looks, the way he sits, the way he questions, the way he answers, you can say he's arsenic. So there are many arsenic patients. There are many doctors, even in our Hyderabad, they never prescribe any other remedy except arsenic as a first remedy for every patient. Om Vigneshwaraya Namaha. What you write on the paper, similarly they say arsenic always first remedy for every patient. So arsenic is a beautiful remedy in the present corona time. The Gujarat government, I'll tell one incident. The Secretary Health, a lady secretary, Gujarat government, Health Secretary, she stated that there were around 6,000 patients put in quarantine. Quarantine means the patient was suffering, when somebody in the family had corona, so all others were taken and put in quarantine. And out of 6,000, nearly 6,000, so they have asked an option. Those who want to take homeopathy as a preventive can opt. So out of which some 3,000 patients have opted. Quarantine persons have opted. So those 3,000 people were given. Maybe 2,500, I don't know, but roughly around 3,000. So out of 3,000 who were given arsenicum album 30 daily 3 times or weekdays, except 11 people, all were negative. And these 11 persons also, there was a footnote. The footnote speaks, out of this 3,000, 11 persons were infected with corona because they have joined for medicine only last 3 days. Instead of taking 7 days, they have taken only 3 days. So that is the beauty of arsenicum album in corona. Let us not have a second thought. Let us not have any second thought about the preventive of corona with arsenicum album. My next choice will be Carbovage. Carbovage has got respiratory problems. Carbovage has got sinking tests. It is also life-saving drug. There are two life-saving drugs in our Medtronic: arsenicum album and Carbovage. Food poisoning is there in that. The cough is there, and patient will be sinking rapidly, or craving for oxygen, air is there. So anyhow, I have not seen the case, so I cannot say this is the remedy now. But there are many other drugs like Drosera, if the cough is worse at night, worse by lying on left side, Ipecac, clean tongue with clean moist tongue with thirstlessness, and all cough, cold, and weakness. These are fever are common. Mexol is there, cough worse by lying on right side. So there are like that. And cough worse by lying on right side, spongia is there, dry cough, and cough worse at midnight. And also drugs like Heparsulf is there, when there is severe throat pain, unable to swallow, and even swallowing. Throat pain while swallowing causes fainting, gets tears from the eyes. Once my boss, Dr. Bharat Reddy, has come to my clinic as a friend. And he said since morning he could not take even drop of water. I did not reveal in my 50 years to anybody. So he said, he told, so he was unable to speak. So give me some remedy, he said. Sir, what remedy? Your choice, he was signaling. So then I have gone to my clinic and taken a dose of Heparsulf and put on his tongue. Within 5 minutes, he took a glass of buttermilk. He said pain is relieved. That is the beauty of Heparsulf. Patient faints with the pain. Heparsulf. Patients faints with the pain. And patient shouts with the pain. See, the beauty of homeopathy is the nature of pain. We can select the remedy. Patient shouts with the pain. Patient abuses with the pain. See, usually, mother is a mother. When lady delivers, she will be pain. She will have some pain when she pushes the child out of the abdomen. But there are some clients, they cry, they shout, they abuse. Whom? Husband. Rascal, bring that rascal. Who is the cause for my pregnancy? See, such his abuses she gives. What is the remedy? Chamomilla is the drug. Chamomilla is a beautiful remedy for pains. When they shout, when they are uncivil in their way of talking, they will say, doctor, I want immediate relief. What bloody medicine you have given? It may not be the language, but this will be the expression. The remedy will be the chamomilla. Other day, one patient has come with fissure in ano. Usually for fissure in ano, for acute pain, I give Retania. But Retania was given. He said, doctor, what is this? Still 5 minutes. Since 5 minutes, I am here. My pain is relieved, not relieved. And he was showing his ugly face, ugly looks towards me. I have taken a dose of chamomilla and given within 2 minutes. He said, doctor, and he has prostrated. I said, these prostrations go to my Hahnemann, not to me. In acute cases, if anybody asks me to treat, whether you want to treat the acute case or chronic case, my option is always for acute diseases, because we can do miracles and show on face in the presence of others. Patient will be grateful when you treat acute disease. So that is the beauty of chamomilla. And there is one more remedy where patient will not allow you to touch. He will show, sir, here it is my pain. Is it pain? Is it pain? Pain. And if you want to touch, he says, no, don't touch me, because mere touch causes pain. Wherever you touch. Oh, that's why he also moves in the bed from side to side. He can't sleep on left side because it becomes painful. That's called soreness. Pain on touch is called soreness. Sore and bruised feeling. Always we talk of arnica, but what is the meaning? Bruised means pain as if beaten. Soreness means pain on touch. Bruised and sore feelings all over the body. Arnica is whatever may be the disease, maybe typhoid, it may be asthma, it may be any disease. That the soreness and the bruised feeling are there after accidents in trauma. That's why often arnica is the drug for trauma. Let us understand materia medica properly. Then the beauty comes. So, any questions? Shall we go forward, Gayatri?
Yes, sir. Please, you
So
continue.
still we have got time.
Yeah. I'll let you know.
Okay. See, one more important remedy we often miss in our practice. With humility, I say, most of the doctors could not understand the remedy is argentum nitricum. In my practice, 50 to 60% of the patients, they require argentum nitricum at one or other time in my practice or in their life. But arsenicum album is an underdog. It is very less frequently practiced remedy or is totally neglected remedy. There are some doctors, those were my colleagues, they retired as superintendents of the hospital. They said they never prescribed argentum nitricum in their lifetime. Because the materia medica in argentum nitricum is deceptive. Deceptive in the means we cannot understand so easily. The basic nature of argentum nitricum is insecurity, lack of confidence. Most of the human beings on the planet are insecure, they don't have confidence. And these people, they are doubtful. Doubt. Doubts is faith, and they've got faith in their doubt. Please, you try to understand this sentence. They doubt their faith, and they've got faith in their doubt. Suppose they have got little faith in anything. So they may say, Dr. Janardhan Reddy is a good doctor. Still, there is doubt in that faith. So they have got faith, but there is still a doubt is lurking in that in there. So whenever they come to the clinic, they repeatedly say same thing 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. I say, why do you repeat your symptoms like that? Sir, I am doubtful whether you are able to understand my complaint properly or not. That's why I'm repeating. So repetition, because they're doubtful. Then they are superstitious. What is superstition? A blind belief. They have a blind belief in their way of life. They don't amend. Even 100 people say you are wrong, then he will avoid you and he will do same thing. They're obstinate. Obstinate, argentum nitricum, 4 marks. But see, there are many patients obstinate. Naxuanca is obstinate, sulfur is obstinate, but their obstinacy, there is a reason of their own. In argentum nitricum, the reason is they are superstitious. What is superstition means? Strong, blind belief. See, it appears once our Sachin Tendulkar, when he was going to bat, first he had put on left socks, then right socks inadvertently because he was talking something. Usually he puts on anybody. See, we as Indians, we have got some sentiments. We put on the right socks first and then left socks. But when he had put on left socks first and he went for batting, he made century, 100 runs. Ever since, he developed a habit of putting on first left socks, then right socks. That is called superstition. A faith, a blind belief. There is no reason. Whenever you do an act, whenever you indulge in a particular act, without reason, it is called superstition. So work without philosophy. Work without philosophy is superstition. Philosophy without work is madness. You go on telling, but you never indulge. Homeopathy is best. Homeopathy is best. Homeopathy is good remedy. It can treat anything. And when you go to, when you have a suffering like headache, you look here and there and you put your head in the medical shop and ask for crocin. That is called madness. You don't have faith in yourself. So superstition is the most important. Attachment. You can find out easily the argentum nitricum. Whenever you are lecturing, whenever you are in a very important meeting, usually you are supposed to keep your phone in either switch off mode or in airplane mode, silent mode, whatever it is. But argentum nitricum will always keep it in on. It makes noise because he's insecure. He's attached to his members of family. What happens to my father? What happens to my daughter? What happens to my son, my relative, my friend, my spouse? So always vigilant. Suppose if you ask him to switch off the phone, he says, if something happens to my members of family, are you held responsible? I should get the message. I am very careful about it. Even God comes, I will not go switch off my phone. If you ask to go on the road, he always wants somebody to accompany because some accident comes, he has to be informed, he has to be assisted. If there is no assistant, he will keep his mobile. If there is no mobile, at least he keeps an identity card in the pocket. I'm so and so. So this is my name, this is my number, this is my home address. So that is called insecurity. That is called lack of confidence. He says, I'm careful. That's why we say people have got agoraphobia, claustrophobia. If he has to go to airport, Hyderabad airport from here some 30 kilometers. So you can go 1 hour early, or you can start 3 hours early to 1 hour journey time, 2 hours staying time. But you will start 6 hours early. Why you go early? It's a domestic flight. You don't know. There may be a traffic jam. There may be an accident. There may be vehicular failure. Something, weather may rain heavily. Bridges may collapse. Who knows? Anything may happen. I want to go and stay there at least 4 or 5 hours early. The attitude of argentum nitricum is always anticipation. Anticipation, 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 which doesn't exist. That's why it becomes sick. Usually, argentum nitricum, they suffer from heart attacks, diabetes, hypertension, stress-prone diseases, migraine, headache, sleeplessness, all stress-prone diseases. I treat thousands and thousands of migraine cases with argentum nitricum, hypertension, diabetes. So there are, see, endless diseases. Suffocation. Some people they get suffocated in a closed room. You know, the claustrophobia and pain. See, I have seen in airport one beautiful thing. There is a lift, and also there are escalators. But many people, or at least few people, they don't take escalator or lift. They take luggage in their hands. They take on stairs. They are uncomfortable, but still they don't take escalator because fear of escalator, fear of lift, fear of heights. They are argentum nitricum. You can make out easily argentum nitricum, provided if you know materia medica. So there are many things to touch. See, each remedy requires 2 to 3 hours of discussion. So why I'm telling, see, there are many learned people here, many senior people here, many students are here, many people, those interested homeopathy are there. So read the drug carefully, try to understand intricacies of the drug. Yesterday I was talking sulfur, but sulfur, one important thing I forgot to mention, or there was no time. Sulfur has got fancy for things. See, sulfur is like a beggar. He's like a beggar. He's unwashed, unclean. That's not correct. Sulfur has got fancy for the positions which he has got. So this is the T-shirt I have got now. So this T-shirt I like very much. I put on here today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, 1 month, because this I have got attachment. I feel this is the best one on the planet. Wherever I go, I will be talking about this. You know about this T-shirt, about this shirt. You feel it's a nonsense. It's a very small thing. Why all this fellow is a scientist? He's a great man. Always talks of a small thing. The small talks of petty things which are useless, which are of little value, and it doesn't leave them. So what happens? It gets dusted, dirty, and it becomes pieces, but still he wears. Does he not look like a beggar? He's not. He's not. So because of unwashedness, uncleanness, whatever he has got, he has got. Doesn't allow his possessions to be touched by anybody. He keeps old newspapers of years past on his table. Dust will be collected. He doesn't allow anybody to touch them. He's very, very fanciful. He has got eccentric fellow. So every drug has got an innate feature. Unless you hold on to that, you cannot understand the drug. So I have seen the people, those who have done PhD in lachesis. I said, Namaskar. They say, one doctor who did PhD in lachesis says, the lachesis has to be revered like God because it's a God. So lachesis is like God. He says, Baba, you talk something about Maitreya Medica. And he has seen me there and he said, my sir is here, he will talk about lachesis, and he sat down and I have to talk about lachesis. So we are deceiving ourselves. We should not. You must understand the subject. Otherwise, try to improve yourself before you talk. I have seen many videos. Hi. So I have seen great videos also. But sometimes we don't understand the remedies properly. So with apologies to all of you, please try to understand remedy before you talk about it. So we'll continue, Dr. Gayatri.
Yes, sir. We will.
So still we have our time.
We have plenty of time, sir.
Wonderful.
Yeah. If our participants are ready to hear, you have bundles of knowledge to share.
No, see, now it is nearly 1 hour I am speaking. Now we will ask certain doubts. We'll go for doubts. If time is there, again I will talk.
Okay, doctor, please raise your hand at the bottom. You have an more option. Click to the more option and raise your hand. I will unmute you. You can put on your doubt. You can unmute yourself and pose a question. Because what sir is sharing is wonderful 50 years of practice secret.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Here, Dr. Vansh from Aurangabad.
Okay.
I had a query about the anxiety aspects you spoke about, the argentum nitricum. How can
Okay.
we differentiate it with the anxiety aspects of Calcarea carb?
Okay. How to differentiate Calcarea from argentum nitricum?
Yes, with the anxiety aspects, sir.
Yeah. See, the anxiety of Calcarea carb is due to hopelessness. He doesn't feel that his work can done easily. He also has that anxiety, anticipation. He anticipates always. He fails in his work. That's why he sweats profusely. That sweat will not be there with the argentum nitricum. See, the differentiation in anxiety you cannot understand because what he has got inside. But anxiety in Calcarea carb causes sweating. The anxiety in argentum nitricum doesn't cause sweating.
Okay,
Argentum nitricum is always lean, rigid fiber, and Calcarea carb is fatty and sweats. The hopelessness, he always feels so insecurity is there in that. But he has got more hopelessness. He can work hard. He'll be smiling. Calcarea carb is always smiling and present his appearance. But he has got hopelessness and sweats. His confidence levels also not good as you have got argentum nitricum. Your question is very good, but only the constitution. If the patient is fatty, sweats, easily gets exhausted, tired, that is Calcarea carb.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Has got craving for eggs. Argentum nitricum has got craving for salt and sweet equally. So, no patient can explain the reason for his anxiety. No patient says, I'm insecure, I am fearful, and I'm doubtful man. No patient tells. His behavior you must understand. His other features also you must consider.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
sure.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Good question. Yes, good question. Okay, anybody?
Any other questions?
Any drug, any question, related, unrelated, but only Maitreya Medica. Suppose if we could not understand any proper drug properly, you can ask. Or if you want me to explain some remedy of polycrest nature, you can ask me.
Hello, good afternoon, sir. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Vaishali here from Mumbai. Can you hear me?
Sorry.
Sir, Dr. Vaishali here from Mumbai.
Okay, Vaishali from Mumbai. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Very nice explanation. So I had one query. What I understand from you about Ageticum metallicum, there was one patient, he was having same symptoms what you explained, like disappointment in love, but still he don't want to leave that girl, and he went in dipsomania, and always he want appreciation from someone, but there is no suicidal tendency. So maybe give in higher doses Ageticum metallicum to that patient. Maybe prescribe.
See, Argentum nitricum is afraid of death. He is always connected to himself. Only the problem is he or his family member should not die. He is very happy to get up alive. He is happy to get up. All his members of family are alive. Argentum nitricum will never get thoughts of suicide. If you talk of death, he will scold you. Why do you talk of death? Don't talk of death. He feels there is no death for him. The most unpleasant word for Argentum nitricum is death. He never indulges in committing suicide.
So for dipsomania, maybe prescribe Ageticum metallicum, having elements from disappointment in love, and he went for alcoholism and all.
Argentum metallicum.
Yeah, sir. Ageticum metallicum.
Argentum nitricum.
No, metallicum. Ageticum metallicum, sir.
Okay, Argentum metallicum. What's your doubt about it?
Sir, he don't have suicidal thoughts, but he get disappointment in love. That girl denied to get married. So now
Okay.
he's spoiling himself by alcohol consumption a lot. So may I prescribe Ageticum metallicum in high potency?
So he failed in his love and resorted to alcohol.
Yeah, true.
See, Argentum metallicum is a not well-proved remedy. I don't think this remedy has got. See, the patient may go into alcoholism because of failure in love. And what is his nature? What is the temperament of the person? Because he lost hope, fine. But what are the aspects? See, resorting to alcohol, it is a carcinosin is the best remedy. As you say, any failure in life, there is insecurity, there is fear, addiction is carcinosin. Carcinosin is a beautiful remedy for addictions. See, there is arsenicum album, there is argentum nitricum, see, carcinosin is a mixture of many polycrests. There is tuberculinum in carcinosin. See, tuberculinum is such a beautiful remedy. Yesterday I was speaking a little about it. Tuberculinum has got love for traveling. He wants to travel because he wants to see something new. He wants thrill. So today is in Hyderabad, tomorrow is in Mumbai. So something new you will see. Yesterday, were you there?
No, sorry, sir, I was not there.
Okay. So I told many things about tuberculum. So thrill. Even this type of tubercular mentality is in carcinosin. Carcinosin is a remedy of this present generation of 21st century, because previously we used to give Tuja for what? See, now Tuja has become almost zero, because in Tuja it has been stated complaints after vaccination. Vaccination means smallpox vaccination. There is no smallpox nowadays. There is no smallpox vaccination. Most of the viral wards are not yielding to the Tuja. Another important thing, complaints after gonorrhea. The gonorrhea has been replaced by HIV. And the smallpox virus, smallpox is replaced by a disease like corona. So when things change, the remedies will change. Out of 100 cases, 90 to 95% of the cases were treated by me 50 years ago by Tuja. I am practicing since 50 years, madam. I am teaching since 50 years. There's a lot of difference in the remedies which were there, which are here. So the Tuja place has been taken by carcinosin. And one more thing, the pulsatilla. I used to give 100 out of 100, 60 to 70 girls pulsatilla. Now, pulsatilla I rarely prescribe. The place of the pulsatilla has been taken by sepia. Most of the girls are receptive. Most of the girls are confident. Most of the girls, they know what they want. They are independent in nature. And sepia and pulsatilla is dependent, yielding, flexible. She doesn't know which type of husband she requires. Always she looks for help. Always she looks for assistant. Pulsatilla is like a creeper. Always wants some tree, some support to creep. Sepia is independent. And she can plan for herself. Rigid. See, most of the people, they mistake pulsatilla for sepia because sepia is also mild. Sepia is also quiet, but unyielding, very, very rigid fiber. Pulsatilla yielding nature. These things we can't understand easily because sepia sits quiet. She doesn't show any sort of resentment with her lips in your presence. You mistake sepia for pulsatilla. But sepia is chilly, rigid fiber, doesn't yield, always nagging, always has many complaints against you, apathetic, dull, indifferent. Pulsatilla is a lively person. The interpersonal relations are beautiful. Smiles when you appreciate, cries when you scold. Very easily moved to the tears and the laughter. These are all things written in the book. So, madam, for your question, I think the instead of Argentum metallicum, you may be right even your own way, but my suggestion and advice is please try carcinosin.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Vansh Lunia.
Sorry?
There's a Dr. Vansh Lunia who has raised the hand. Vansh Lunia, do you want to ask him questions?
Yes, ma'am. I already asked, ma'am, about Calcarea and Argentum nitricum. I already asked, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, Vansh, okay, Vansh, okay. Hi,
Yes, sir.
Vansh. Okay.
Hi,
Okay.
sir. How are you, sir? Nice to hear you, sir,
Nice,
today.
nice, very nice. We will talk on phone, personal matters. Any other?
Sure, sure, sir. Sure. Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Anybody else?
Are there? Is anyone ready to ask and question?
Okay, finally, I can talk for some more time, Dr. Gayatri.
One second, sir. Someone has raised the hand and they have put it back. I'll just check. Yes, who is that? Who wants to ask a question? Please. Yes, sir. You can talk. Maybe they are okay. You can talk, sir. Sir, please continue.
Okay, see, one more remedy, as Argentum nitricum is neglected, one more remedy is which is neglected by homeopathic fraternity is antimonium crudum. Again, as I said, see, there are three important drugs: arsenicum album, Argentum nitricum, antimonium crudum. These are the three drugs will run neck to neck in the present millennium. The problem is again, as I said, Argentum nitricum is not well exposed in the textbook of Materia Medica. Antim crude is also not well written. Because antim crude type of life is there now. In antim crude, it is written complaints from overloading stomach. See, when Materia Medica was there, it was 230 years ago. There was no choice of eating. There was no food available to us. India is a famine country. Most of the diabetes is prevailing now because of overeating and lack of indulging in exercise. Antim crude suits the present millennium because Complaints from emotional gratification. Antim-crude wants to eat all the time. He wants to eat. And if he has got a delicious dish or alcohol, complain, see, he's an alcoholic. He enjoys his life with the food, sex, and drink, alcohol. These are the three important things. So when he finds the choice of his food, very delicious food, it is written in Mathematica as refined food. Taste for refined food. Refined food means tasty food. What is tasty? Non-vegetarian, vegetarian, fried food, whatever it is. So he eats food and he takes drink, but still is not satisfied. What he will do, you know? He will put 2 fingers into the throat, Peter. He will tickle them and vomit, and again he will eat and drink. So complaints from overeating means that. Naxwamika, no. Naxwamika eats complaints from eating, that is spicy food, alcohol, which causes acidity. So that is not that overeating. Complaints from overeating. So delicious food. He craves for alcohol, craves for spicy food, craves for sour food, lemon, tamarind, wine, lemon, and craves for good sleep. Sleepy, he sleeps all the time. Sleeping, eating, mating, and lazy man. He never indulges in exercise. Antim-crude, if he is asked to go to the park, I've seen many old and fatty people come to the park. If they're pushed by their children to go to the park, they go to the park and sleep on chairs. Or they sit chair on half an hour, 1 hour, closing their eyes. They come back and they say that they had a walk. They are lazy. If anybody asks them to indulge in exercise, follow diet, then
Yes.
they will not go to the doctor. That bloody doctor I don't want. He will put condition. Doctor, don't put any restrictions in my diet. And don't ask me to do exercise. Many patients of antim-crude, they suffer from hypercholesteremia, hypertension, diabetes, stroke, because they indulge in all habits. They eat more, they drink more, they don't do exercise. Emotionally, they are always hyper. You know, the old people in the parties, the people, those who are in 70s and 80s, they booze, they put alcohol bottle on their head and they start dancing. They are antim-crude. They're highly emotional. And you know some people, they always talk of food. The sambar. Sambar is sour thing. And they talk of wine, alcohol. A particular hotel, particular type of dish is excellent. Some people are masters in Mumbai also. So they say, to which hotel you have to go for which type of food. They talk of food. They talk of sex. They talk of alcohol. They talk of wine. And they indulge in. And they get up in the morning. You find many people, they get up at 10 o'clock. They never see sunrise. They are Kali Yuga, Kumbhakarnas. They sleep. They see. They will indulge in nut. You must have, you know, most of your kids, they rebel. Whatever the food they want to give, they should be given. They have to be provided a net. They sit in their room. They bolt from inside. What they do, you do not know. They want emotional gratification. How they get? In net, they go for things which gratify their emotions. That's why children should never be given net phone, and the sugar never should be allowed to bolt inside. You watch them, and they always want junk food, pani puri, and chips, fried food. They want to go to pastries, ice cream. So they want everything which is delicious, tasty, high calories. And kids, I find kids coming around 3 years, 4 years, they will be 20 kg, 25 kg. And when a kid is brought to the clinic, many outpatient attendants and patients, they look at the kid. Oh, this kid is looking like Amal baby. Very good kid, like a dog. When child is brought to me, I say, your child is having overweight. Stop giving junk food. Mother is worried. Everybody was appreciating outside. Doctor inside says it's not good. So these are all the things. Anti-crude is the drug of new millennium. And these children, they don't want to be looked at. They don't want to be touched at. If a kid of anti-crude type comes to your clinic, you hold pulse, try to hold the pulse. Child takes back the hand. Hey, again you take off the hand. Again hold the hand. Hey. They are very emotional. Then you ask what's your name. Then kid says, what is your name? So kid doesn't want to answer you, doesn't want to touch you, highly emotional, and they don't have any sort of shyness. You have seen most of the fatty, emotional people, especially some families, in Kapoor families you find, as young people, they are lean. And when they put on boldness, they have a lot of weight. They don't do exercise, and they take alcohol, and early premature death with the hypertension, diabetes, heart attack, hypercholesteremia, and all these things. Most of these lazy people suffering with lifestyle diseases, the first choice of remedy is antimonium crudum. Please remember.
Wonderful. Wonderfully.
Constipation alternates the diarrhea, irritable bowel syndrome, antimcrude, naxwamica, sulfur, polosin, argentum nitricum. All stressful remedies, all emotive remedies, all remedies which have got this way of life, they require.
Yes, wonderfully said, sir. Like Kumbhakarna, chala manchi padam vaadaru. And I see two doctors, one Dr. Rashmita from Goa and some doc. It is written. They want to ask questions. Dr. Rashmita, would you please pose your question? Dr. Rashmita, you unmute yourself. I have unmuted you, Rashmita and Doc. The identity. Yes, Rashmita, please ask your question. Am I audible?
I think she doesn't know how to unmute or mute.
I have unmuted her. She needs
Then
to.
what is the problem? Why she is unable to speak?
Rashmita, can you please pose your question on chat?
What is the question? You know at least what is the question?
Yeah. She says. Please type in chat.
Yeah, please differentiate anxieties of Cali group. See, this is not correct. Group, what is the use of groups? You must know one remedy, which remedy you want to give. Suppose I say this is a Cali group. This group of studies, I'm sorry, will not help you. This is only the time pass study. What remedy you want exactly? Calicarb and Calibite. Fine. Calicarb and Calibite. See, if you know the picture of one remedy and the other remedy, there is the question of differentiation. Actually, though these are the two Cali group of remedies, only the pains are common. Calibite is fatty, Calibite is hot. Calicarb is chilly, highly irritable, angry. In Calicarb, it is written, he fights with bread and butter. Even the employee, bread and butter means who gives food. He fights with his employer, boss, because he's very irritable, angry. There are a lot of gas, flatulence, belching, chilly patient, wants to cover, verse 3 to 4 a.m. And Calicarb has got a cough, dry or with sputum, the morning. But Calicarb doesn't have stringy, adhesive, plug-like sputum, thick greenish yellow. That itself is Calibichromicum. Calibichromicum In most of the cases of sinusitis and asthma, I treat with Calibicromicum because there is crust formation in the nose. But here you will be misled. You will be misled by the parent, misled by the patient. When patient comes to you, patient says there is blocking of nose, cough, and nasal discharge. If you ask him whether your nasal discharge is sticky, he says no. Because initially the nasal discharge is water. Initially the sputum is water. And when it becomes, in the course of time, after treating him with either Aconite, Allium-Cepa, Crocin, Enagen, whatever it is, it becomes sticky. Becomes sticky and doesn't come. Then your question should be, always the sputum is watery or at times it is sticky. Then he says, no sir, after a weekdays it becomes sticky, adherent. There is crust formation, there is blocking of nose, blocking of sinuses. I want open air, cold. That is Calibicromicum. Many doctors miss Calibicromicum because patient, he misleads himself. He misunderstands himself and he misleads you. Most of the Calibicromicum patients are unfortunately given some other drugs other than Calibicromicum because the sticky, stringy, adherent, and the discharge will be withdrawn like plugs, like strings. You can play ting, ting, ting like that. So this symptom, unfortunately, most of the doctors, they cannot elicit, and since the patient cannot understand the things. Calicarb is chilly, Calibic is hot. Calicarb works at 3 to 4 a.m. Calibic also works in the early morning, 3 to 4 or 3 to 5 a.m. Calibic is fatty, Calicarb also fatty. Calicarb is angry, irritable, fighting with bread and butter. There is no flatulence in Calibic. Calibic has got pain in stomach immediately after eating. It is for peptic ulcer. Most of the peptic ulcer, most of the gastric ulcers were treated by me when these antacid drugs were not there. When Gelusil was there, I used to treat almost all cases of gastric ulcers with Calibicromicum, and I had very big laurels, very big appreciation from the patients. Now, because this Pantosate, this seed, that seed has come, so the ulcer cases have come down. But most of the sinusitis and asthma, there you can have the utility of Calibicromicum. I get many patients treated from homeopathic doctors, failed to treat sinusitis and asthma. They were treated by Calibicromicum because they missed the same thing. Because patient always they say, sir, nasal discharge is watery. And why this becomes thick? The Calibic cases, the thickness of the nasal discharge or sputum has come because of one, mosquito repellent. Mosquito repellent makes the nasal discharge sticky. Number two, because of all these anti-allergic drugs, they give some citrazine, Avil, and the paracetamol like that. It becomes thick. So the nasal discharges disappear, and the lungs congestion goes, and it becomes this discharge becomes lodged in the lungs. It becomes sticky. Water becomes sticky. So if the patient comes to you initially, if you know the history that it becomes sticky, you can give arsenic followed by Calibicromicum, and within a week you will be cured. But once it becomes sticky, it takes 3 to 4 months, and his resistance has gone. You have to treat that patient with Calibicromicum followed by some other drug like natrum sulfur or bacillinum for a year or so to get rid of sinusitis and asthma in lifetime. My favorite subject is asthma and sinusitis. I have got patients from all over the globe, nearly from 30 countries, suffering with asthma and sinusitis. They were treated successfully. And once I treat a patient, they don't come again. They come with their kids. Their kids come with their kids. So that is the beauty of homeopathy. Lifetime cure with homeopathy in sinusitis, asthma, migraine, disc prolapse, IBS, and many skin diseases like psoriasis, vitiligo. So for most of the diseases, we have got answer, but you should be very, very transparent with the patient. You don't make a false promise. Many patients say, If you go to Dr. Janardhan Reddy, first you ask whether he can be cured or not. If he says cured, you take treatment. He says it's doubtful, then it is choice is left to you. Usually I give assurance, and also I say this is the time you require for the cure.
We are fortunate, sir. That's why even we are practicing with all your experience which you have given us when we were students. Sir, any other questions? You are ready to ask any questions?
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Feel fortunate to be part of this meeting. Wonderful explanation, sir. Somebody. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
For this session, I really appreciate. I have 86 plus participants have joined the session. I appreciate and congratulate each and everyone. It is only I'm enthusiastic for you all to also listen to my teachers. Definitely, I'll come out with some more series of Janardhan Reddy, sir. Sir, will you be continuing in another in the series again? Yes, sir. Janardhan Reddy, sir.
Now you want me to continue?
The next series also, in a day or two, again we will be conducting the webinar. I would like you to share.
Okay, somebody is asking about tuberculin.
Tuberculinum. Yeah, they have asked. Yes, tuberculinum.
See, I could not understand you. If you want further web series, we will give some gap and again we will continue for a weekdays or so.
Yeah, after Monday we will do it, sir. There is a question over here that yes, tuberculinum, there is literature. Can he share his experiences with tuberculinum?
Sir usually shares this statement that whatever literature about tuberculinum is there, it is very less and very useful, less useful in practice. So I just wanted to know what are his experiences of tuberculinum as a personality or a polychrest.
Yes, sir.
See, my experience in which way it is useful to you. If you had a question, please ask me specific question. In my way, I have given tuberculinum for nearly 10,000 patients. Which case I should tell you. So as I gave intercurrent remedy, I give for asthma, I give for the people, those who have got hyperactivity. Most of the kids suffering with hyperactive disease, ADH, I treat with tuberculinum. They concentrate at one place. They are very intelligent. Sometimes they answer very well. Sometimes they don't answer. They are moody. They are crying. So certain things, and either one of the kids' parents had tuberculosis. So there are many angles for prescribing tuberculinum. See, many diseases are hydra-headed. Many drugs have got many angles. You will develop intuition after practicing over years. Well, look at a person, some remedy will flash. After practicing for 40, 50 years, it will flash. Then what I do is, I ask certain things about them. What is your business? Sir, I've got 2-3 businesses. Where do you work? Sir, I have got business in Hyderabad, Delhi, Madras, and Bangalore. Then where do you stay? Sir, I'll be moving throughout the year. I will not stay to a particular place for more than 4 days, 5 days. Then where do you stay more? No, sir, I got every place. I've got a big house. So like that, they're cosmopolitan. They are not gratified by one thing. They want thrill. They want emotional gratification. They want many partners. They want many business, lot of money. They can't concentrate one thing, and they suffer with stress, anxiety, and finally they die easily. Because see, your system doesn't accept. You are craving. See, mind and intellect both are there. Mind is guided by intellect. When mind is like a thief, intellect is like a police. So the mind should follow, the thief should follow the police. Mind should follow the intellect. But at times, the intellect also pushes. My intellect also becomes thief. Police becomes thief. When police becomes thief, is finished. There should be rational in the behavior. Discrimination. You should discriminate whether it's required for my life. Burning candles at both hands, should I work so much? Can't I take rest? No. He wants thrill. A man who wants thrill who wants excitement, who wants new experience, it should be always in the world outside, not at home. It should move, traveling, precocious temperament, loves traveling, and he cannot be guided anybody. He says something and he does something else. He doesn't keep up his word. He will never be on time because he has got multiplicities, multifarious activities, and you cannot predict in the next moment what he's going to do. That is tubercle now. He's a genius. He's a creative genius. He's an eccentric. He's a pervert because he's like uncontained energy. We cannot contain him. Just suppose, see, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says one story. Somebody wanted water from the ground. He has taken a pit of 5 feet. There was no water. Again, he has taken another pit of 5 feet. So like that, he has taken 10 or 15 pits. He dug and nowhere there is water. Had he gone deep enough in the same pit, first pit, for 20 feet, he could have got water. That is how tuberculum is. He has got no patience. He goes on experimenting. Change, quick results he wants. He has got no patience. Cosmopolitan temperament, precocious mind, precocious intelligence, and he wants to traveling, not for tourism, for emotional gratification. That is tuberculum. And another important remedy is there, Calcarea fas. Calcarea fas is a vagabond. Is more pathological when compared to tuberculum. Without any purpose, he goes and catches the train which leaves first from the railway station. After sitting in train, he says where this train goes. So he goes, the vagabond. If parents scolded the boy, and boy leaves the home for a few months, there are some kids, they live and roam. I've been seeing them, and they were brought to my clinic. Sir, whenever we say little thing, he will disappear. Where he goes, we do not know. Again, after 3 months, he comes. Tall, lean kids who doesn't have discipline, who wants to always roam on the roads. In the name of school, in the name of college, they will be roaming on the roads. They are Calcarea fas. Tuberculum and Calcarea fas, totally indisciplined. And these are two remedies which are also useful for hyperactive disease. Lack of attention, hyperactive attention deficit syndrome. So there are many hyperactive diseases. Antimicrobial is a remedy, argentometric is a remedy, arsenic is a remedy, carcinosis is a remedy. So we have to observe, not the kids, parents also. Parents, what is the nature of the father? What is the nature of the mother? If the kid is a girl, you observe the father. If the patient is a boy, observe mother. Most of the traits are transmitted. Girl will have father's genes more predominating, and girl, mother and son, father and daughter.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Wonderfully explained, sir. Any more doubts? I really appreciate all of you for joining us. A doctor is always a person who is learning, and a teacher is always a person who is teaching. And we are really very happy to listen to you, sir. Yes, shall we close this session? Yeah, there is some that's very interesting. Yes, Sajni, any questions?
Oh, there are many appreciations, sir.
Okay.
I thank all the people, those who appreciate, and I also thank much more the people, those who do not appreciate also, because I could not reach them properly. So with all this, I say thank you very much, everybody, and thank you, Gayatri.
Sir, you are going to reach everyone because you will be put on the YouTube, sir, and Adina Korika.
Okay.
You will be put on YouTube, and as students who have missed you, they definitely learn from your things. And one more thing, doctor, I would like you all to join the sessions whenever we post, because we will be putting it on the YouTube, no doubt. Yes. doctors. Okay, for today, let's stop here, end here. Namaste to all for joining us. Jai Bharat, Jai Hindustan.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Very nice. Wonderfully.
Gayatri, credit goes to you. There's a lot of happiness from the people. A lot of all the best. Good luck to you.
Very
God
nice
bless you.
explanation, sir. Thank you very much.
You can conduct in such webinar. Any other doctors. Okay. Bye. Thank you.
Yes. So much of pollution of videos around this YouTube's. Now Dr. Sirs will give more and more insights behind what the understanding of the homeopathy is there. It is more than not materialistic but spiritualistic in a very higher way, infinitely. It will take all of us into the realm of the understanding of homeopathy and treating the patients, and also giving more and more confidence to all the practitioners. Thank you very much, sir.
Excellent review. Thank you.
Right,
Who is
sir.
that?
Yes.
I am Dr. Devasi Kamani, sir, your student, sir.
Okay,
Devasi.
Devasi Kamani. Yeah, I remember you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you,
A
sir.
long time I heard your voice.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Bye to all.
Okay, ma'am. Bye bye.